Recording is the motivation for photography for a large number of us. For me, it's obsessive compulsive. It's like, don't let that. What happened? This happened. This is my link to that moment.
I had a friend pass away that was in Hawaii, and I've been looking through these drives for some home video. I know he shot in the backyard at my house. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack. But I continue to look. It's been a year now since this friend passed away, and I still haven't found it.
There are 1 to 2 billion photos being uploaded to the internet each day, and there is no way we can handle it. Even at the individual level, we cannot go through all of our imagery. We have this overload of information that is chipping away at not only our attention, but by proxy then our ability to create new memories.
Functions of photography have been shifting as the widespread accessibility of photography has shifted.
If we are taking photos for the purpose of remembering and really capturing these experiences, we have to engage in different behaviors than if we're photographing for the purpose of communicating to people, here's where I am and here's how I feel right now. I've just started, over the past year or two, I've been running a series of studies looking at different kinds of photo edits. What happens when we change the colors of objects in our photos? What happens when we crop objects out of our photos? And so far what the results are saying, it's not the act of changing the photo that shapes your memory, it's looking at those photos later on. We're not just photoshopping our photos, we're photoshopping our memories.
But if your objective is not necessarily to tell the truth, but to create something sensational, for example, you don't want the truth. Scanning a negative like this and then manipulating it all different ways digitally, to me, it's a great tool to have if it's used correctly. For a digital photograph, it's easy to tinker with it. In the case of film, you have to put up with those physical imperfections, at least some of them.
They are not always as you plan. There's something important about that, and it's a feature, not a bug.
You only have a limited number, and you think about every single exposure that you take. It's a contemplative form of photography, and you concentrate on what you're doing in every single image.
These are keepers.
There's nothing like it. You just don't click, 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 snap, 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 and you're done.
I think that people want photos so much because it is an externalized aspect of themselves. The tangibility is a key difference. It is interesting that the Polaroid does actually fade with time. There is a chemical process that is quite amazing that has to occur when the image is exposed. By nature, the chemical process also makes it susceptible to degradation.
The ephemeral nature of time is the tragedy of life.
printing all your favorite images. This is the only way to leave traces in this world. I want to combine the very best of the past with the best of the future. It's never a fight of analog against digital. It always should be a perfect combination.
There's not just one way of doing photography by any stretch of the imagination.
The young generation who grew up digitally, they discovered the magic of analog technology.
I think there's also the need to be involved physically. I think young people who grow up with a cell phone and with the internet and so much media, there's a thirst for interpersonal interaction, for touching the thing.
Touch is so incredibly important to human beings that it has a negative physiological impact on you if you don't have touch. And I think that's why people, interestingly enough, value Polaroid type film now, because it does harken back to a time in which things had tangibility.
Digital is always behind a glass screen, and you can see it and you can hear it, but you can never touch it, lick it, or smell it.
Just about a year ago, I had someone really important to me pass away, and way of coping with it was to go through and find a bunch of photographs, and I had them printed. And they're hanging in my house now. It becomes a part of your everyday life, becomes a part of your house, it becomes a part of the stories that you tell people when they walk around your house, or the stories that you tell yourself when you walk around your house. That might be something that we lose when we have so many digital photos. We have all of these mementos, but we don't look at them.